Many people invest in property without doing the math, but I don't. I built a tool which helps you to find out if you are actually making money by investing in a property or just hoping so. I am Abbas Salehi, an economist and product builder based in Melbourne. I just built a tool which simulates your real return on a property investment. With rising interest rate, hidden costs, and tax, many properties do not perform as well as people assume. This tool helps you to see the real picture: cash flows, capital gain, and even tax. I'm gonna walk you through this app, showing you an example, show you how it works and how the results are based on our example. So let's say you purchase a property, or the price of the property is 500k. You put in 100k as deposit and the loan is 400k. Let's say the interest rate is 6.5 and the loan term is 30 years and the holding period is 10 years. We are assuming that you are going to sell this property after 10 years. Annual rental income is assumed for this property is 24k. There are some costs, other costs related to the property listed here, even including something like buying costs or selling costs. And other factors such as expected annual capital growth, which is assumed to be 5.5% here, which is based on historical data, has been happening over the last few decades. And we assume that we expect something like that to be happening in the future as well. Expected annual inflation rate is 2.5 here. And also you can include your annual salary for a more accurate calculation of tax at the end. And if your property, the investment you are going to do on it, is eligible for any capital gain tax discount, you can check this box as well and define the percentage, obviously. Now let's have a look at the result and see how the results are for our example. So the first part shows the payment, such as monthly repayment that the buyer is supposed to pay back the loan, and total interest paid after 10 years, and also remaining loan balance after 10 years. But now let's have a look at the more interesting part, return summary. So here, first thing you see is capital gain, how much you gain on that capital after 10 years of investment, and how much tax you're supposed to pay on that gain. A total net cash flow is shown here also, which is negative here, and it's not a surprise that it's negative because loan repayment most often outweighs the rental income. So it's a negative number here, and tax on it would be zero. The net profit is calculated and shown here, and also total return and annualized return, something that we are interested to look at, is 3.94%. And if we subtract the inflation from annualized return rate, we are left with only 1.44%, which is still not bad, maybe compared to some other options, such as keep the money in the bank, would be a better option to invest in a property. But let's play a little bit with some factors here, such as expected annual capital growth. Let's assume the investor, the buyer, is buying an investment property in a suburb where the growth rate is only 4%. Now let's have a look at the result, see how annualized return rate is, which is 2.3% here, and the real annualized return rate is minus 0.2%, which is a negative number here, and it means that in reality you're not only not gaining money but also losing money. That's why I built this tool, to help investor to see the full picture and to see the reality before investing in property and before buying. I'm going to share the link in the post. feel free to give it a go. It's free and it might save you thousands. I also love to hear your feedback, and if you are interested in partnering or investment in this project, let's talk. Thanks for watching.